Wow. Reading this article about the environment just makes me feel bad.
What do you mean, Claire?
Well, Ivan, it's not like I'm trying to harm the planet, but everything we do seems to increase our carbon footprint. What we eat or drive, where we go on holiday, when we turn on the heating or air conditioning.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a bit concerning, and it's hard to change things when they've been done a certain way for such a long time. It's hard to break personal habits, and even harder to break society's habits.
It certainly is. I mean, where do you start? Can one person even actually make a difference? It seems pointless when governments and big corporations pollute so much. You're pretty eco-friendly. What do you do?
Well, my dad once told me that there's no point in worrying about the things that you can't control, and I agree with him. So, I just do what I can to make a difference in my own surroundings and conserve as much energy as possible. If everyone did that, it would make a difference. Maybe you could try that too?
Yeah, that sounds sensible. What specifically do you do?
There are obvious things like to always recycle glass, paper, and plastic.
Yeah, I do that. I think most cities fine people if they don't.
True. Avoiding fines is good for you and the environment. It also shows that governments do care about the environment. Also, consider there are things you can do to conserve water. My housemates and I installed water-saving devices for the shower, toilet, and sinks. Also, I made my housemates only run the dishwasher and washing machine when they are full. It costs us less in electricity, too.
I'm not always good about that. I could start taking shorter showers. But what about commuting and what we eat? Do you worry about those?
Well, everyone knows they should be driving less and walking or cycling more, right?
I suppose. I do enjoy walking in my neighborhood, but sometimes the weather is a problem. I don't like cycling when it's raining or very cold, or very hot for that matter.
Okay, but you don't need to drive every day, do you? Could you carpool? I'm sure there are people at your office you could share a ride with, right?
I guess. I'm too far to walk to work, but I could take the train more. It's just that it's not the most convenient, you know?
You might have to sacrifice some things, but there are benefits too. Like you might get to know people, and you'd save money if you didn't own and have to maintain a car.
You're right, of course. Still, what about food? I try to eat organic. That should win me points, shouldn't it?
Yes, but an even better strategy is to become a feastarian, like me.
A what? Now you are making up words.
No, it's when instead of stopping eating meat completely, which I personally never could do, you limit yourself to having it about 2 or 3 times a week. It's good for you, the planet, and even your wallet, and you really appreciate it when you do have meat.
Okay, interesting. That doesn't sound too difficult to do, and it would be a change in the right direction. I'll look into it. I like that idea better than carpooling anyway.